Good evening, I'm Kevin Christopher.
And I'm Nancy Cox. Thank you for joining us at 6. A winter weather advisory is now in effect.
Yeah, we're expecting some wintry weather that may lead to some problems on the roads. Chief Meteorologist Bill Meck is here on this Storm Tracker Threat Level 1 day.
And it's threat level 1 because these will not be long-lasting impacts. This will not be of the caliber of the ice storms that we have seen through recent history, but it is enough to cause problems this evening, particularly with travel. And we'll talk about the reasons why. From now until about 7 o'clock in the morning, freezing rain our primary weather threat. And that's going to be for a good chunk of the area, but not everyone. You folks down south and east, and we're talking south of the Cumberland, Hal Rogers Parkway, and then you headed out through southeastern Kentucky, will likely just be all rain with this. What's going on is we've got a layer of warm air aloft that's overshooting colder air at the surface. So what happens is you get stuff falling out of the sky. It's a raindrop as it falls out, gets into the colder air. Where the colder air is relatively thin, which is where we are, it's freezing rain. At the onset, where the cold air is thicker, it turns into an ice pellet, and that is sleet. And that's what we have been seeing going on for the last few hours. The driving impacts, and this again is where our primary effects are going to be with this. That's why we're calling it a traveler's advisory. Bottom line, and it's the easiest thing to do. If you're out driving for really the next several hours, well after midnight, slow down. Take it easy. Just take your time. If you are out there and you are slowed down, you don't need to worry about it so much, but take it easy on the brakes. If you slam your brakes on and it's an icy road, that's where spin outs happen. And if you do get into a spin, you turn into the slide to try and correct it and get things back going in the right direction. So there's your traveler's advisory. It's about Highway 70 and north is the rough outline with that. It does include a good chunk of central Kentucky. Here's the Max Track Live Doppler. We're looking at rain to the southeast where temperatures are just above freezing, and then freezing rain and sleet from, say, Somerset northward through Danville, Richmond, Lexington to Mount Sterling, where temperatures are freezing and just below. Boy, we're going to talk more about this coming up in a couple of minutes.
Pretty messy out there. Thanks, Bill.
Snow plows and trucks across the state are on standby, ready to be sent hundreds of miles if needed.
Conroy DeLuche reports in Lexington to begin our big story Storm Tracker team coverage at 6.
The salt dome is filled high. The treatment tanks are loaded.
We have a large supply of salt brine, and all of our crews have gone through formal training, and all the equipment is ready.
More than 300,000 tons of salt and 1 million gallons each of salt brine and calcium chloride are available. Now the question is when and where the resources are needed.
Our professionals monitor the weather in Frankfort and also here locally in Lexington, and we will of course gauge the time period that we need to have crews and perhaps contractors report.
The weather changes from day to day in Kentucky, just like everybody knows, so it's getting used to it from day to day.
And that's why when the temperature drops, Kyle Dow says that he never lets his truck drop below half a tank in this weather. He also says to be on the lookout for other drivers on the roads, and of course, don't forget about the snow plows.
Well, you always need to be careful when you do see snow plow trucks. You don't want to try to pass them, and you want to give them enough room to do their job.
Because after all, they're on the roads to make sure you have a safer drive home. Covering the news in Lexington, Conroy DeLuche, LEX 18 News.
Well, Lexington snowplows will likely take longer to get the job done this year because they won't be getting help from private contractors or that dog. Crews have up to 36 hours to get everything cleared, while in years past they had 24 hours. Nevertheless, crews say they're confident they can get the job done. The city already has a healthy supply of road salt ready to go, and they're going to be pre-treating the roads when they think it's necessary.
Reminding folks that when you see those squiggly lines, whether they're white or pink, that is us pre-treating or the state, and that's just simply to keep the snow and ice from bonding to the asphalt.
That pre-treatment is not effective if there's rain beforehand, so crews want to remind drivers just to slow down on the roads. And those wet roads and freezing temperatures can cause some other problems for your car. AAA experts say with holiday travel next week and this blast of cold weather, now's the time to get your car checked. Kylan Mills explains how you can stay safe. That continues our LEX 18 Storm Tracker team coverage.
You can't ignore it and you can't hide from it.
It's too cold, but the kids love it. I think that's the only people who do.
Old Man Winter has invaded the bluegrass and he may be coming for your car.
We got all new tires. My other car's in the shop right now. I think I'm getting a new one for this winter because it's too slick. You know, the other day when it was snowing, my car couldn't even stop. So it's too scary.
A AAA spokesperson tells us their roadside assistance team has already received 1,200 calls to help drivers this month. With winter weather hitting early this year, you need to get your car checked now.
The cold temperatures can cause changes in your tire pressure, and so it's important to check that pressure frequently, at least once a month during the winter.
You'll also want to check the tread of your tires to make sure you don't slide on wet roads. AAA officials say cold has a big impact on your battery too. Battery power goes down by about 35% in 32 degrees.
If your battery is 3 years or over, you want to have it tested by a professional to make sure that it's strong enough to go into the winter months.
In case something does happen, pack a cold weather emergency kit to keep in back. Covering the news in Lexington, Kylan Mills, LEX 18 News.
Stay up to date with the latest forecast 24/7 by logging onto our website, lex18.com, and get updates no matter where you go. Download the free Storm Tracker weather app for your smartphone.
One of the 4 people suspected in the 2016 murders of 8 members of an Ohio family waived extradition to Ohio in a Lexington courtroom today. George Billy Wagner was arrested on Georgetown Road yesterday. LEX 18's Michael Burke has the details from Fayette District Court.
George Wagner III in custody. Ohio's Attorney General said it could take years for the legal process to play out, but today in a Lexington courtroom, the first step was taken.
You are indeed George Washington Wagner III, who was wanted in Ohio.
I'm George Washington Wagner III, I guess I am.
Wagner was arrested yesterday here in Lexington on Georgetown Road, one of 6 arrests police made of Wagner family members in connection to the 2016 murders of 8 members of the Roden family of Pike County, Ohio. Residents of the county east of Cincinnati are relieved.
They did a good job, and like I said, the fact that they got arrested in it is just even better.
Today's was an extradition hearing, a formality in most cases, but in this situation, Ohio's Attorney General left no stone unturned, sending 3 members of his staff to Fayette District Court.
Try to make arrangements as quickly as possible. It's our intent to get him back to Pike County, so formal proceedings can occur there.
Those proceedings will begin with the Attorney General of Ohio seeking an indictment of George, along with his wife and 2 sons, on capital murder charges. Convictions could carry a death penalty.
We're just very pleased that we've passed this stage, and Mr. Wagner will be returned to Ohio very soon.
Covering the news in Lexington, Michael Burke, LEX 18 News.
The man rushed to the hospital this morning after he was hit by a car while crossing a busy Lexington road has died. The crash happened around 6:30 this morning on Versailles Road between Halls Lane and Delmont Drive. Police say 47-year-old Juan Garcia was not using the crosswalk at the time of the accident. At first, police said Garcia had non-life-threatening injuries, but he took a turn for the worse and died at the hospital. Next year's governor's race just got a little more crowded.
Yeah, Democratic lawmaker Rocky Adkins officially tossed his hat in the ring this evening. Connor McHugh's live with more about that big announcement from Rowan County.
Representative Rocky Adkins walked into a standing ovation with people chanting his name here in Moorhead as he officially put his name in the race for the next governor of Kentucky. Speaking to all of the people here and all of his supporters, he says he will fight for all Kentuckians, their health care, their jobs, and their education. Now, Adkins has been a part of the House of Representatives since 1987, serving Elliott, Lewis, and Rowan counties. He served as both House Majority and House Minority Leader. In his press conference today, he announced he will be running with Stephanie Horn, an attorney and member of the Jefferson County Board of Education. The two will first have a tough primary, facing off against the only Democrat right now currently running, Attorney General Andy Beshear. So far for Republicans, Governor Matt Bevin has said he will run for a second term.
As governor, I will work for you day in and day out, not for myself, not for special interests, but for you.
Representative Adkins garnered the support of a lot of public employees and public educators here in Kentucky with what was going on in Frankfort with pension reform. He harped on that more tonight, talking about how he wants to find a solution and keep his promise for all those teachers and public employees. At the same time, Republicans here in Kentucky released their own statement saying that that problem is in part because of Adkins and the other Democrats who ran in this state for so long. We're covering the news live in Rowan County from the LEX 18 Mobile Newsroom. Back to you.
There have been more than 300 mass shootings this year. While some people say they think stricter laws or better mental health care can help solve that problem, Kentucky Governor Matt Bevin says he believes the problem starts with zombie TV shows and video games. Carolina Buchek reports.
311 mass shootings have already happened in America this year. That number doesn't include the shooting at a Louisville area Kroger last month. So some people think the way to get this to stop is tougher gun laws. Others, like Governor Matt Bevin, thinks it's a cultural problem that involves abortion, zombie TV shows, and video games.
We celebrate death in America, and we do not celebrate life. At every turn, we denigrate human life.
Governor Bevin said new laws are not the solution to violence.
You can put more rules and more laws and more Band-Aids on a hemorrhaging wound. It's not going to fix it if we don't get to the root cause.
And Governor Bevin thinks the root cause is a combination of violent video games, violent zombie TV shows, too much social media, psychotropic drugs, and others.
And all these things have an effect, and we are reaping what we have sown for decades. And if people think otherwise, they are delusional.
And he says studies prove technology that shows violence is the problem.
They lead to and exacerbate feelings of insecurity and feelings of harm to oneself and to others.
Covering the news, Carolina Buchek, LEX 18 News.
Last month, a custom bike belonging to a disabled Madison County woman was stolen right off her front porch.
Yeah, we told you about this, but up next at 6, how donations helped make a difference for her so she can continue her mission to make a difference for a special cause.